Berlin begins as a small fortified city on the banks of the Spree River. In the late 17th century, it is still surrounded by defensive walls and marshland. Star-shaped bastions dominate the landscape, designed to protect rather than impress. Inside the walls, streets are narrow and irregular, shaped more by necessity than planning. Markets serve a modest population, and daily life moves at a slow provincial pace. Most buildings are low and practical, clustered tightly near the river. Movement in and out of the city is limited, controlled by gates and wooden bridges. By European standards, Berlin is still small, cautious, and inward-looking. At this time, Berlin is home to perhaps 20,000 people. Its defenses take priority over expansion, defining Berlin's shape and limiting its growth. Beyond the walls, marshy terrain restricts development and movement. City gates regulate trade, travel, and security. Within the walls, space is scarce and tightly controlled. Courtyards and back streets are functional rather than decorative. Administrative buildings reflect a city focused on governance, not grandeur. But Berlin's role is about to change. By the early 19th century, Prussia is rising as a European power. Berlin must now look like a capital. Architect Karl Friedrich Schinkel introduces a new architectural language. Neoclassical buildings emphasize order, symmetry, and scale. Medieval congestion gives way to wider streets and open civic spaces. The city begins to expand beyond its old defensive mindset. Architecture becomes a statement of ambition. Berlin is no longer content to remain provincial. Industry accelerates Berlin's transformation. Railways connect the city to the wider German states. Factories rise along the Spree River. Industrial smoke becomes part of the skyline. Workers arrive from the countryside in growing numbers. Dense housing blocks are built to accommodate them. The city becomes louder, busier, and more crowded. In 1871, Germany is unified, and Berlin becomes its capital. By the early 20th century, the city has grown into a major metropolis. Imperial institutions dominate the skyline. Broad boulevards and monuments project power and confidence. Commercial streets reflect Berlin's economic growth. Government buildings reinforce its role as the heart of the empire. Berlin now rivals the great cities of Europe in scale. This is Imperial Berlin at its peak. The First World War ends the empire. In the 1920s, Berlin becomes one of the most modern cities in Europe. Electric transport reshapes daily life. Cafes, theaters, and nightlife flourish. The city becomes a center of culture and experimentation. But beneath the energy lies instability. Berlin is a city between worlds. Across centuries, Berlin is constantly reshaped. Each era leaves traces of what came before. Walls become streets, and streets become avenues. Few cities have changed this often, or this completely. Destruction and renewal are part of Berlin's identity.